Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Paula Dagnan. It was a slick start to the day as snow moved into our area just as many were heading out to work and school. A crash this morning on Route 309 in Carbon County shut down the roadway for about a half hour. A car and SUV collided on Route 309 in Audenried, Banks Township this morning around 7 a.m., the SUV ending up on its roof. 3 people were taken to Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazleton with injuries. It's unknown how bad those injuries were. Crews from McAdoo Fire and Ambulance, along with APTS Ambulance and State Police, all on location. Route 309 reopened by 8 a.m. in that part of Banks Township. There are still a lot of questions surrounding what happened Sunday in the Upper Lehigh section of Foster Township. Police were called to the home on Spring Street for a hostage situation and standoff. We do know that 46-year-old Antoinette Wilkinson was pronounced dead at the scene. Police also found a 51-year-old man in the home and a 72-year-old woman, the mother of Wilkinson. Both of them were flown to Geisinger, Wyoming Valley Medical Center in Plains Township. There's still no word on their conditions. That incident got its start around 7:30 Sunday morning when a call came into Luzerne County 911 from a friend of the man who said he told him that something bad happened. We're still waiting for more information from state police on that incident. A deadly fire in Wayne Township, Schuylkill County, was most likely caused by a discarded cigarette. That according to a fire marshal. The fire marshal from State Police Frackville said the most likely cause of the fire, a carelessly discarded cigarette or stray ash from smoking materials. That fire claimed the life of 89-year-old Russell Harley Sr. Fire crews from 2 counties were called in to help bring those flames under control back on January 25th. A fire in the city of Pottsville Sunday that reportedly left 11 people homeless has now been ruled an accident. The joint investigation between Pottsville Fire and Police Department officials say the fire was determined to be electrical in nature. The cause of the fire centered at an electrical heater being used in the apartment of the building and was void of any evidence to indicate criminal activity. The fire, reported around 9:30 a.m., brought all 7 Pottsville fire companies to the scene, along with the Schuylkill Haven Fire Department Rapid Intervention Team and Schuylkill EMS. The American Red Cross assisting the families with food, clothing, and shelter. Tonight, the Hazleton Area School Board will take its first steps into crafting their 2018-19 operating budget. The first of 6 budget work sessions starts tonight at 6. The meetings will be held in the conference room on the 2nd floor of the administration building. The Finance Committee will look at the entire budget and start the process to see if there are any places to cut before entertaining the idea of raising taxes. The preliminary budget is available to review in the administration building weekdays between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. through February 13th, when the school board is scheduled to vote on adopting a tentative budget. Budget meetings will continue February 27th, March 27th, May 1st, May 29th, and June 12th. Today, the agenda for Hazleton City Council's meeting that's set for Monday was released. On it, Council will consider the 2nd and 3rd readings of the budget and all its supporting documents. Council will also vote on the hiring of 5 police officers to keep the city in compliance with the COPS grant. The city must stay at 40 cops to keep getting that funding. The governing body will also make appointments to a number of boards. The board will vote to appoint Sonny Patel and Scott Letcher to the Zoning Board, Anthony Colombo Sr. to the Housing Board, Rocco Formica to the Civil Service Commission, and reappoint John Zola to the Sewer Board. There are 2 appointments to the Water Authority listed on the agenda with no names listed. There is a question if the last council's appointment of John Nellis to the board was legal. You can expect that to be part of the discussion this Monday at council's meeting, which starts at 6 p.m. The public had the opportunity to voice their opinions on proposed consolidated high school plans at last night's Wilkes-Barre Area School Board meeting. The site of the new school, which would combine Coughlin and Myers High Schools, is under negotiations. 80 acres of land between Maffett and Main Streets in Plains Township is being considered by the school district. Most of those who spoke at last night's meeting were against the choice. One of the residents announcing that one group is actively pursuing an application to open a public charter school at the Myers High School site. Many fear that the district can't afford the estimated $101 to $118 million that it would cost to build that new high school. As we told you at the top of the news, it was a messy morning commute throughout the area. The snow moved in at the worst time possible, just as the commute to school and work was getting underway. The snow light creating a slippery layer on roads and even some visibility problems as it picked up in intensity. There were reports of mostly numerous fender bender type accidents as drivers had to quickly adapt to changing conditions. Crashes on the interstates delayed traffic in the usual spots, especially in the rock cut areas. The day actually started out warmer in the low 30s early, then fell into the 20s during the afternoon. Coming up on WYLN News, the Luzerne County Courthouse is getting ready for its close-up. Plus, a winning lottery ticket sold in Pottsville. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Overnight, clouds, then clearing, a few snow flurries, the low 10. We will end January tomorrow with clouds and a high of 33. Thursday, milder, some showers, the high 43. And Phil will be making an appearance Friday. Don't forget tomorrow morning, the super blue blood moon. In the Northeast, 6:48 a.m. to 7:15 a.m. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
S.J. Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call S.J. Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Chur's Auto Sales has been serving the area with quality vehicles since 1954. Chur's Auto Sales is known as your friendly dealer and now in their 4th generation and voted the best used car dealer by the readers of Standard Speaker Choice Awards. John Chur would like to thank everyone that voted for his business. When you need a quality pre-owned vehicle, choose from a large selection at Chur's 570-454-7229.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Once restoration on the Luzerne County Courthouse is complete, it will be featured on an upcoming television show. The Pennsylvania Cable Network will be producing a program on historic courthouses in the state, focusing on architecture and history of the landmarks. The Luzerne County Courthouse Rotunda restoration is expected to be completed in April, and filming will begin afterward. The 30-minute program will run on PCN in the fall of 2018. State Representative Tara Toohill announcing that $282,000 is coming to her district to assist firefighters. Toohill said in a release, these dedicated public servants are always there to provide us with life-saving services no matter the weather. The money can be used for construction or renovations of fire or EMS buildings, purchase or repair of equipment, training, or reduction of existing debt. Emergency services from Hazleton, Dorrance, Harwood, Hobby, Nescopec, Salem Township, Sugarloaf Township, and Valley Regional Fire all received money from the grant. The Senate has rejected legislation designed to ban abortions after 20 weeks of pregnancy. 3 Democratic senators up for re-election voted to advance the legislation, including Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey. The vote 51-46, short of the 60-vote threshold to advance the bill. The House passed identical legislation in October. The Women's Chamber of Commerce hosted their monthly luncheon this afternoon. Their guest speakers were the Banking of the Arts campaign in downtown Hazleton. The Banking of the Arts campaign is raising money for the Arts Building in the center of town on Broad Street, replacing the old Security Savings Bank. Director of Creative Capital, Mary Sweeney, for the campaign, believes when investing in art, it's about security, getting dividend, stability, and other banking metaphors. The campaign feels it's gotten to a good enough point to launch soon, working with local partners and individual donors.
It's going to be the crown jewel of Broad Street because it's a place for community partners in every stripe to come, and there's going to be, for instance, there's going to be a digital classroom and painting and drawing, traditional studio space, and it's just an extraordinary interior and broken up into all these classroom spaces for a lot of different entities to come and explore art and basically bring a lot of creativity to the downtown area in this greater vision of Broad Street becoming an arts and innovation hub. There's a lot of young people coming to the downtown, and they want to have a place to connect and find community and create and enjoy music and enjoy the arts, basically.
If you would like to learn more about the Woman Networking Mixer, you can contact the Chamber. One lucky customer who purchased a lottery ticket at the Beer and Burger takeout shop in Pottsville won quite a nice jackpot. A cash-in ticket, which, according to the lottery, is an instant lottery ticket you don't have to scratch, worth $122,731, was sold at the store on Sunday. The winner, whose name has not yet been released, will receive $88,280 after taxes. According to the Director of Public Relations for the Pennsylvania Lottery, the ticket hasn't yet been validated. Beer and Burger, they'll receive $500 for selling that winning ticket. Coming up on Hanover Township's News Choice, we're getting ready for the American Cancer Society Telethon with Jane and Clemmy in Community and You. Plus, who are you going to call for food for the big game? We have a great suggestion coming up. But first, let's take a look at today's winning midday lottery numbers. Good luck if you played. Stay with us.
Physical Therapy and Balance Centers. It's spelled different because we are different. Physical is unlike any therapy center you've been to before. If you're tired of living in pain, if you want to move better, overcome an injury or balance disorder, or you just want to improve your strength and conditioning, our highly skilled team of medical experts will help you get back to living the life you enjoy. New mentality, new body, new life. Get physical.
Northeast Gold and Silver inside the Churchill Mall is paying cash for gold and silver. Top dollar for silver coins, national currency, fine and sterling flatware. Stop in or call them at 570-497-4177.
The Wiltsey Center presents Chris Pavlik sings and swings to the music of Frank Sinatra. with the Cellar Dwellers Jazz Ensemble. Friday, February 9th. The box office opens at 5:30, doors open at 6, and the show begins at 6:30. Tickets are $5 for students, $10 for adults. Tickets can also be purchased at Boscov's at the Laura Mall. Don't miss Chris Pavlik sings and swings to the music of Frank Sinatra.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to watch archived shows and a live stream of our broadcast shows. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. WYLN, we're your local network.
On WYLN, everyone, I'm Gary Perna. Very pleased to have with me good friends of mine, Jane Doherty and Clemmy Umona, the co-chairs for the 40th Annual American Cancer Society Telethon. We are less than a month away. It's closing in on us really fast, and we're very excited here at WYLN to have them here in our building for this year's telethon. So I'm going to go to Clemmy first and to get a little bit of a history and a background. We do this every year for the past, about 6 years that I've been here. We come on and talk about the telethon and how it got its start. 40 years ago, this all happened. You were one of the bright, shining stars in the very beginning.
Well, thank you, Gary, for the nice intro. Well, I guess it's the story of Genesis. 40 years ago, Victor C. Deem, who was an icon in Hazleton, was on the national board. And he felt Hazleton wasn't being recognized enough for the donations that were coming out of Hazleton. Mm-hmm. So he asked for an advancement, such as to become a unit. Well, they said, if you could raise $25,000 with a fundraiser, we will acknowledge it. So in the meantime, Henry and Leona Kreisel were the polka czars of the area. And he approached them, and we met, and then Leona remembers Christopher, who was an announcer with WNEP. Mm-hmm. And so she said, shall we go down and see if Christopher could come in, and we'll have a dance-a-thon. Mm-hmm. See, they figured they'd have a polka dance done. So we went down to WNEP, and Mr. Shelburne was the manager at the time, and we asked for permission for Christopher to come up. And he said, well, you have a pioneer in Hazleton with a TV local station, Joe Gans. Well, that was the magic word. So we came back into Hazleton. We called Joe Gans, and of course, yes was his. He just couldn't say any other word. So we met down at with Bill Giannetti down at Giannetti's, and within 6 weeks, we organized the first American Cancer Telethon. And I could remember, well, Leona Kreisel was one of those, that she was an entrepreneur. She had the first $1,000 that they donated with Don Kellner bring it down to the parking lot at Giannetti's.
Parachuting in, right?
Right. And it was amazing that it was such a success that day that we didn't raise $25,000. We raised $29,000. Yeah. So, of course, I thought we were just they were just trying to solicit us and trying to, but they kept to their word. Hazleton was the only city in the state to be an American Cancer Unit.
Wonderful. And I know there's been so much over the last 40 years that has gone into the telethon. From its very beginning being a polkathon, turning into a telethon. It was a 2-day event. It's a 1-day event now. A lot has gone on. There's a lot of work in it. And you have been with us since the very beginning.
Yes, and it's a pleasure. And I don't realize 40 years have gone by. But coming through, the greater Hazleton area has a volume, an extra large volume of volunteers and donors. So we're very blessed, and I think we will continue on.
I know that there's a lot that goes into this and a very big base that puts it together every year. And we're just so glad to be part of it, and here at WYLN through the Gans family. And Jane, can you tell me, I know, the who, what, when, where, why, and why people should come out?
Absolutely. It's our 40th telethon. It will be on Saturday, February 24th. It's from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. right here at Wyln. So much going on. We have a free health fair from 11 to 1. There'll be hundreds of tricky trays, a really great bake sale, and lots of wonderful entertainment.
Wonderful. So a lot going on with the 40th annual telethon. But we're going to end this segment now. But don't go anywhere, because throughout the month of February leading up to the telethon, these two ladies are going to fill us in on a lot that's going on and show us exactly where the money goes to that we raise here in the greater Hazleton area through the telethon on February 24th. Stay with us. More news is headed your way here on Wyln after this.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
This is what it can feel like when you outgrow your internet speed. Chances are you have more internet-connected devices in your home than you did a year ago. Switch to Service Electric Cablevision Internet for the right fit for all your devices. SECV delivers the speed and reliability you need with no contract required. Call 877-955-SECV or visit secv.com/internet.
Join us this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. You're going to meet James, a wonderful gentleman who had a lot of pain and tried a lot of different things until he finally found Dr. Stacy and got some help. His story is this week on Let's Talk Chiropractic. Join us.
Looking for something fun? A night at the races takes place Saturday, February 10th in Hazleton to benefit Catholic Social Services. The event is being hosted by Catholic Social Service Auxiliary at Madonna Hall at Queen of Heaven Parish at Our Lady of Grace Church. You'll find the church at 750 North Vine Street. Doors open 6:15, post time 7:15. The event is BYOB, and you must be 21 years or older to attend. If you'd like information, you can give them a call at 570-455-1521. And that big game is quickly approaching, many planning parties. And if you're looking for some good food to have at the party, we know who you could call. The firefighters at the McAdoo Fire Company. They have the food that you just might be looking for. They're once again hosting a food sale before the big game, February 4th from noon until 4. The firefighters will be selling wings, stromboli, pork barbecue, and sausage soup. Wings you can order hot, mild, barbecue, Cajun, butter, and garlic, or teriyaki, and they're just $8 a dozen. Pork barbecue, $4.50 a pound, or stromboli, regular for $13, steak stromboli, $16, and that sausage soup will be sold in a quart for $7. You can give them a call, 570-929-1079 for more details to place your order, but hurry up. Time is running out, and tonight is the last day to pre-order. Unless you might say, pretty please, if you have to call tomorrow. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on WYLN News.
The Wiltsey Center presents Chris Pavlik Sings and Swings to the music of Frank Sinatra with the Cellar Dwellers Jazz Ensemble. Friday, February 9th. The box office opens at 5:30, doors open at 6, and the show begins at 6:30. Tickets are $5 for students, $10 for adults. Tickets can also be purchased at Boscov's at the Laurel Mall. Don't miss Chris Pavlik Sings and Swings to the music of Frank Sinatra.
Valmont Auto Sales. Buy here, pay here with a good selection of clean pre-owned vehicles. Use your tax return and make small weekly payments to fit your budget. Valmont Auto Sales, 34 Susquehanna Boulevard, West Hazelton, 570-501-2626.
WYLN TV 35 and the Hazelton unit of the American Cancer Society presents the 40th Annual Telethon, 40 years of giving so many can go on living. The telethon will be held Saturday, February 24th from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. at the WYLN Studios, 1057 East 10th Street in Hazelton. The telethon is made possible by these sponsors. Four Blooms is now open, 668 North Hunter Highway in Drums. Tuesday's happy hour from 5 until 8 in the bar area. Every Wednesday from 6 until 10 is Martini Night in the piano room. Sip and Savor, Thursday from 5 until 8 in the bar. And don't forget about Sunday brunch. That's Four Blooms in Drums. Watch Off the Beaten Path on WYLN TV 35 and discover the Pennsylvania you never knew existed.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to watch archived shows and a live stream of our broadcast shows. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. WYLN, we're your local network.